literally in 24 hours, I went from roughly 15 million US in personal net worth to owing $5 million, and
Wow.
losing everything. I got divorced. All my so-called friends from the lavish lifestyle were the first one to never call me back. And you find yourself all alone with nothing, no money, no nothing, and it was crazy. It was, I straight up went into depression, anxiety, darkness inside of me. I know I started thinking like, oh, I used up all the good portion of my life, and now this is it. This is the new reality. And I stopped seeing any options, anything worth fighting for. I was a fighter, but I saw no possibility for any outcome. And a few months later, the apartment was just about to be taken away from me, and I was sitting on the balcony in the evening smoking a cigarette, and I just climbed on the other side of the fence. And I remember holding myself like with my left hand, and being already inclined, like, I don't know, 45 degrees or whatever over the edge, looking down. And my thought was, because that was just the 5th floor. If it's 20th floor, then it's a no-brainer. You jump, you die. But on a 5th floor, you can actually survive with a lot of injuries, and probably you end up on a wheelchair. And my thought was, am I gonna do this right? And then out of nowhere, like it was almost like I don't know, like a split personality moment. This other Miha started yelling at this Miha, and I used a lot of pretty juicy words that I'm not gonna repeat, but it was along the line, like, you messed up, you made all these mistakes, you, and that perfect child that can do nothing wrong. And especially in those times of recession, it was so easy to find blame outside of you. The banks, the government, the recession, this, that. It was so easy to blame somebody else or something else. And it was the first time when I took ownership of my own mistakes. It was like these flashes going through my head. I signed that deal. I chose that project. I co-signed that agreement. I vouched for this. Nobody forced me to do any of that. But that was kind of like the start of the aha moment. And then I don't know out of where that came into my head, but if I made all those mistakes and I still was able to do that, I can do it again, and I can do it even better if I change and adopt and make better decisions. And that was that little ray of light that I needed to start fighting again.